A guy who knows a thing or two about injuries is in studio with us here this morning. Chase Rome, defensive tackle for Nebraska, and played for Memphis this past season. Played his first 3 years at Nebraska, coming off his 8th surgery. Chase, my God, man, how are you still walking?
Surprise myself daily. So.
What was it recently? The hand?
Yeah, I had my hand reconstructed pretty much.
Reconstructed?
Yeah. I had what's called a Bennett's fracture, which is kind of the inside of the thumb and then base of the first metacarpal.
Now you have an extra year of eligibility because of the injuries, but you're done, right? Like you're not going back to Memphis.
No, I'm done playing. Yeah, I'm done playing.
You graduated?
Yes, I graduated early from Nebraska before I transferred.
Oh, that's
I got
awesome.
my first year of the master's done at Memphis.
So you got 1 year of the master's program complete.
Yeah, more or less. It was more of a semester.
Okay.
I'm actually studying for the LSAT right now.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to take that in June and hopefully apply to law school.
Oh, man, that's awesome. That's awesome. But what about professional career? What about are you done with football or what?
I think from a playing aspect, I am. I do have an interest in coaching, and I have since I was in high school. So I'm looking for a graduate assistant position right now and making the calls and filling out the applications, things like that. At the same time, studying for the LSAT. So kind of depending on how it turns out.
Now, your brother plays for Merritt Island.
Yes, sir.
And you've actually been helping out with the team a little bit there, haven't you?
Yes, sir. Yep.
And so, but you also may have an interest in radio a little bit, which is kind of why I had you up here in the studio, see how it all goes down. What do you think so far?
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. Yeah, it's very cool. I've always been interested in mainly sound. I did a lot of sound setup for bands in high school and things like that, and ran PAs. And I've always just kind of had an interest in the AV side of things.
What was the undergrad degree?
Sociology.
Sociology. All right.
Now I talked to Chase too. I told him, I had some regrets when I didn't really rehab and let my career kind of go. Now I didn't have any chance at the NFL, being as slow as I was, but which Chase can fly now. Chase can actually for a big fella, he can really fly. And I talked to him a little bit. I was telling him, I said, oh man, if I had it to do over again, I had it to do over again. And Chase, you brought up a good point to me, and I'd like to maybe expound on that a little bit. You said if your heart wasn't 100% in it, and if you weren't sure, it might, going after chasing the NFL dream might be the wrong thing to do.
Yeah, I think in a way that's selfish. When your interests lie outside of love of the game, and love of the team, and that's something. I feel like that's something you have to to be successful in anything, but especially in football, when it's such a selfless sport. When your interests are anywhere outside of that, I feel like it becomes selfish at some point to want to do it for the money or for some of the perks of that side of the NFL life. But yeah, it's just not where I'm at right now.
It's awesome to hear. I mean, in a day and age where so many athletes, especially athletes that play on a big time stage like you have, are all about the glitz and glamour, and it's nice to see. I mean, you see sometimes guys go to the Army and walk away from the NFL and stuff like that, and it's got to be. I mean, was it a really tough decision to come to, or were you at peace with it, or?
No, I've been really at peace with it. I really haven't regretted it yet. And I got my degree, which I think I'm more proud of that than anything I've done on the field. And that was something that going in. And since I was a kid, my parents have always been, no matter how you do it, you're going to college, you're getting a degree. So I think going in, that was something that was instilled in me, and that's something that I'm really proud of.
Now, Chase, you're from Columbia, Missouri, Rockbridge High School, right? And actually, my first job was out there in Springfield, Missouri, so I wasn't too far from you.
No.
Now, you said your brother is now at Merritt Island, so you started your college career at Nebraska. You started some games for Nebraska as a redshirt freshman, which is just ridiculous. So you've got sacks against big-name quarterbacks. What